The impact of a House of Assembly that has a legitimate issue, that the members have been sacked by virtue of their illegal decampment from the PDP to APC, sitting in a 2-bedroom in Emuha, and saying that they have amended a local government law that elected local government that have a definite timeline of 3 years cannot continue in office. You now say, pause it there. Why do I say pause it there? It means that one day, the House of Assembly of a state can extend the tenure of a governor under one stupid reason. Then the National Assembly can also wake up one day and under a flimsy excuse extend the tenure of the president. That in democracy, time limit, tenure limit is sacred, it's sacrosanct. You don't go near it. Except like the nation state is at war, everybody is dying today. If not, you don't go there, or else you're going to create an autocratic leader out of that situation. You don't do that. And that is why Anna said, first of all, there's even no extension, and I need to educate them. The so-called illegal amendment that they did said by a resolution, as of the midnight that their tenure expired 17th June or thereabouts, the House of Assembly was not existing, and neither did the House of Assembly, even their illegal sitting, there was no illegal sitting to have said they have passed a resolution to have extended their tenure. Secondly, they said if the government refuses to swear them in, a magistrate can do that. There was also no magistrate that swore them in at the expiration of the tenure. So that tenure have expired. So whatever is the judgment they're expecting from appeal court cannot bring them back because there's no tenure. There's no tenure here. Yes, there was an amendment that you did illegally, which the court have nullified. But why during the pendency of the suit, your tenure expired? The House of Assembly did not pass a resolution. There was no magistrate that swore you in. There was no governor that swore you in. So as I speak to you now, are they in office? They're not in office constitutionally. So by the time the act have been completed, the act for which they are fighting in the appeal court on the legality of the extension, the act have been completed. The tenure have expired, and there was not even elongation any longer because that resolution was not passed. Neither did they take any fresh oath of office with the magistrate or from the governor. So whatever that comes out of the appeal court does not reinstate any of the sacked 23 local government chairmen in Rivers State. I can tell you that categorically. That is the position of the law. Because as I speak to you now, they didn't take any new oath of office. Neither was there any decision by any court. So the tenure have expired. So whatever is the outcome of that court judgment, the point still remains that they are not going to have that extension because there is even no extension. The proposed amendment have not even come into effect in terms of passing a resolution to swear them in, or the governor swearing them in, or the magistrate, any magistrate performing. That was the act they wanted to go early in the morning like criminals. They wanted to sneak into the council headquarters at the expiration of their tenure, and then I heard they carried some magistrates from Maraba and some other location kept in the bus. They would just go and they swear them in. The people of Rivers caught them early in them. That is how that crisis happened and seized the council. And that was how that illegal process could not materialize. So the point I'm trying to make is that we should not be fighting over extension in a democratic setting. That democracy is known for time limit. When they were elected, the people elected them for a 3-year tenure. When they were taking oath of office, they took oath of office for a 3-year tenure. So in the middle of the game, FIFA cannot change the rule. Imagine FIFA making the rule that game should be 200 hours. Then in the middle, 10 minutes to defeating you, then I say, let's move the game to 200 hours. It doesn't happen like that. You don't change the goalpost in the middle of the game. So that one is dead on arrival. Go. Was it not him? He ignited the crisis. Secondus was in court. Ayu was in court. Everywhere was in crisis. Factions in every part of the party. In Edo, he has Danobi them creating crisis. In Crossify, he has Sandy them creating crisis. There's no part of Nigeria that didn't have faction. In Ekiti, he has Fayoshe them. One man against one political party in pursuit and ambition that we later realize it was about him to be president or vice president. So in all these things, you still went to the convention. I fought for him. But truth, if you're a Democrat, he was defeated. To God who made him. We lost. He was defeated. So at the end of the day, he didn't become vice president. But he made us believe that it was about Southern agenda. There was no Southern agenda. Because as long as you are willing to be a vice president, it was all about you. Then you fought Okowa and I took them. You're right. You followed Aswaju. You worked for APC. Even in that outing, he lost Port Harcourt. Have you forgotten? Obi defeated them. We saw the panel-beating of the results. Some of them were uploaded to the IRM. So even this own magic people said he was going to bring to Aswaju, there was no magic he brought to Aswaju. Also, VT never came from Port Harcourt. Came from other parts of the country. Obi them still wiped them out in Port Harcourt. And they were struggling to hang on to that little vote they were able to panel beat out. That is the simple truth. But the only problem is that because over the years people have associated with him or maybe benefited from him or whatever, they cannot look him in the eyes and tell him the truth. Some of them elders, enough to be my father. But they can't. I was not raised like that. I was not raised like that. So I can't, because of personal relationship or friends, and I see something that repeatedly keeps going wrong and I support it. So the notion of there's nothing personal in it, and there's no sacrifice that is out of this world greater than that of the likes of Ele Sekweme, Solomon Law, Okwande, name them, all the great men and women who founded Adamu Chiroma and so on and so forth, who founded this party. No. Some Wike's contribution is not bigger than that. So the values those people left, those crop of people that came in the era of some Wike has burnt it down. PDP operates without a value and orientation now. Our generation will not tolerate that. Anybody will not tell, I will tell him as a friend that this is wrong. And this fight has gone now to Rivers, where they are turning into a playground. Now let me tell you why I said this is personal. It's not about Tinubu, it's not about Fobara. It's personal, it's one man. You came here, amended the law and said people cannot campaign in public school. Have you forgotten the law in Rivers? You need to understand the man we're talking about. It's personal. If anybody cannot, I always tell him. And that's why he doesn't like me. Even in the last days of our relationship, one of the key issues, he doesn't like the way I talk to him because he expects me to worship him like other people. I can't. My father raised me very well. Sometimes I can eat 3 times in a day, consider myself a billionaire.
Well, why are you so much interested?
So, hold on, let me finish. You amended the law that people cannot campaign. Today, you left office, you suddenly changed the law with these SAC lawmakers. You made the law that contractors can be mobilized almost over 50% or thereabout. You left office, you turn around and change the law that it shouldn't be more than 10%. You made the local government law. You conducted that election for 3 years. Then when you're about to leave, you change the local government law that they can remain in office pending whenever. Do you, as a Nigerian, think that is this an improvement in our democracy? Is this the legacy we should leave for our children? This era has been known for, restlessness, commotion, confusion. That is his contribution. He doesn't contribute more than me and other people in the party. And look at the history of everybody that have helped him. Today he's quarreling with Ikenga. I helped him greatly, as anybody. Now, you're not in good terms with others. You're not in good terms with Mbata, who was the first person to recommend you to even become a local government chairman. You're not in good terms with the man who sustained you in that government and encouraged you and protected you, Rotimi Amechi. As all these people, you're not in good terms with Omeha. You're not in good terms with Fubara. You're not in good terms with Secondus. You're not in good terms with Alimu the Sheriff. You're not in good terms with Yachua. You're not in good terms with Atiku. You're not in good terms with Okowa. Only those that shine your shoe and sit every evening with you, those are the ones that you'll be in good terms, who sing hallelujah for you. So the point I'm trying to make is that there's nothing so special about Rivers. It is about the personality of the man, that he wants to instill this culture of he can do it the way he likes, he can shake anybody he likes, he can bring commotion anytime he likes, he can do anything he likes, and that nobody can talk to him, nobody can tell him to stop. Our generation will not want that. We will not tolerate that. What he's doing is affecting our party. That is the interest. The fight is there. Is the reason why we're not moving forward here. We have a political party that is dead, led by a man that has no capacity. I have said it many times. We had an agreement and said, some of the governors called me and appealed to me. I said, okay, because we love the party. I said, no problem. We turned our back. They went in their usual way. Bring ex parte injunction that Damagu should remain in office. So you need to understand why it is connected. You can't separate Rivers from the whole thing that is going on. That he should remain in office. After we agreed that they will go by August, so that North Central can take their rightful position. As we're still battling with that, they shifted it to August, September. They obtained an injunction. Even the Rivers list, which is also part of the reason why they want to keep the national chairman. So the national chairman will continue to give them what they want in Rivers. So they will hold the APC structure, hold PDP structure. That is the greatest combination I have ever seen in Nigeria since 1960. No man has done that. But he is pursuing that. Where would that lead him to? You will hold the entire APC structure which Tinubu they have given him against genuine APC member who suffered there. He is struggling for PDP structure. One man. he will put candidate in both ends and he will win, playing God all the time. So it's not about Rivers, it's about this whole thing is connected, because in order to perfect what they are doing in Rivers, they will need to capture Abuja, the soul of our party. And that is why the national leadership of the party looked at a list that is led by members of APC and approved it in the middle of the night as caretaker for our party in Rivers and Cross River and other places. And now you want to throw our governor out who didn't do anything to you. Democracy is about the people. It's about, unless you're saying that Rivers people are foolish people, which I think they are not. So their vote did not count. It was only you. It wasn't only you. One man cannot make democracy. It's government of the people, for the people, and by the people. It's not his property. And if anybody that say he wants Nigeria to move forward sits back and said, because he put Fubara in office, so therefore the key to governance of Rivers should be delivered to him. I ask you, is that improvement in democracy? Is this how New York was built? Is this how London was built? Is this how Dubai was built? That those who finish their term and go, those after them surrenders the key to them. Who did he surrender his own key to? He was the king of all kings. Now it was time for you to step down. You still want to be king even while you are out. And they said the only reason why you should be giving that key to the governance of the state is because he helped him to come to office, because people in Rivers does not matter. They don't exist. They are dummies. You are the only one that owns that state. Were you there? Were you the one who fought for the creation of that state? Odile has ruled that state. Left. Not everything went the way he wanted. Amechi has gone. Omeha has gone. But you will not go. From your own time, there will be, you will create what Aswaju built in Lagos. Even that one has some semblance of democracy with the GSC people that contribute. But this one will be only you. Who say it's wrong? I'm a member of the People's Democratic Party. Edo, Rivers, Bayelsa, Delta, Akwa Ibom, they are part of the heartbeat of our party. Any attack there, you'll be rest assured that as a defender of our party interest, I'll be in the front against that person. So the entire opposition family, that's why we're also intervening in Kano, where we believe that it's high time that the president calls his forces to order in Kano before they burn down our democracy with what is happening in Kano. Because we want democracy to survive. We don't want any, the level of hardship and economic pain in the country is so much that any violent uprising from any of these axes can throw this country to uncontrollable crisis. We now have a repeat of the 60s and the 83s, where constitutional governance collapsed because people at the federal center were using the police and the judiciary interfering in those states, and the thing blew up. We don't want that to happen. That's why we're saying stop them, because none of them, both the actors in Kano and the actors in Rivers, is fighting for Tinubu. They are fighting for political power. They are fighting to regain their political control and interest for advancement of their personal interest. There's nothing Rivers in it. If it's about Rivers, why are you changing the procurement law from over 50% to 10% so that the government cannot mobilize contractor? If it's about Rivers, why are you changing the laws about the public use of public institution? Why are you extending the tenure of local government chairmen beyond their constitutional 3-year term? Why are you serving an impeachment to somebody who has not committed any impeachable offenses? All his commissioners were chosen by you. Everything in that government was chosen by you. The structure with which the government was running was chosen by you. I provided great support to helping him remain in office. I provided great support in helping him have leadership stability. I helped him so greatly with my contact for him to be where he is. And there is no personal problem between me and him. It's all about the principle. He has started deviating from those principles that brought us together, which over the years he made all of us believe that he was fighting for democracy, rule of law, and sacred principle of governance. But all I can see is a man who is desperate for political power and the privileges that goes with it. And they do not expect me to follow them, to be jumping around, looking for one leg in PDP and one leg in APC. There are certain things that Nigerians know me, I cannot be involved in. I'm a committed party man and I'm a committed Democrat. And I've asked one question, and I've always asked him, I said, you have a government today. You produce, according to what he said, he bought nomination form for everybody 100%. Then you nominated the House of Assembly candidate, you nominated the entire local government chairman, you nominated even the governor and the deputy governor, you nominated the commissioners, which you saw when they were resigning based on his alleged instructions, and when they went back again and all that. The commissioners never hid the fact that they're loyal to only him and no other person, and to them there's no governor. So you put all the commissioner of finance, accountant general, works, the major things that makes government work. You produce the leadership of the state assembly, the leadership of the local government are gone. You, before you left, which you saw on TV, you awarded multi-billion naira projects, or most of the major projects were awarded to Julius Berger and other companies. Now, this governor actually produced the House of Rep people and the senators. I don't think there's anybody that have had that kind of massive record. So if that is the case, in that case, you own the government 100%. I've asked one question which he has not answered. If you have 100% control of the government, of everything that has to go with the government, the privileges, everything, your security men, all of them, they were all returned, then what is it that Fubara did not give you that led to this war, that led to an impeachment being served on him on that day, that led to him being fired at and hot water tank sprayed on him by the police? I want all Nigerians to ask that question, because getting at that question will help us to unravel what this whole madness is all about. What happened? Because even as Waju, with all his political maverick style, doesn't control Lagos 100%. They share it among the key stakeholders you have in the GSC, or what they call that group. But you are the only one. You bought all their nomination form. You bought their pillowcase and their bed. You put the senators, you put the rep, you put the state assembly, you put the local government, you have the commissioner for finance, you have IGRIC, you have works, you have accountant general, you have chairman of board, you have everything, you awarded the project. The soul of the government, you have it. So what could have led to this same man that you are basically holding hostage become somebody you wanted to disgrace, impeach him even when he did not commit one single impeachable offense? At that moment, anybody that is honorable and reasonable enough must be able to say, no, this is not right. And that is why I said, provide answers to this. So, and then, because if these answers are not provided, then one can assume it might be greed. It might be excessive dictatorial tendencies that must have led you to now say you even capture the man's A, so that you ration the A that he's going to breed. So this whole thing was unwarranted. Fubara is not the aggressor. And I won't mince word. My friend, Nyesom Wike, is the aggressor, not Fubara. And I don't hide about it. And this has, led us to multiple activities that has brought so much pressure on the judiciary, so much crisis in the opposition party. Today, our opposition party have been balkanized. Those who want the PDP to move forward, and those who want the PDP to be served as fried shrimps on the table of the president. And that's what this fight is all about. To now say, find a way to draw a line between your endless ambition, whatever it is that he's aiming at, and the general survival of all of us that is in this opposition party. I'm a member of this opposition party. I've gone to detention uncountable countless times for this opposition party. So I have a stake, like every other person in the party. And I cannot, in the same party that I belong, I allow you to use it to go for dinner, just like that, and then you burn it down. And then again, you have to understand, what did we do to you? We didn't do you anything. You ran an election like every other person in this party. At the level of Eagle Square, and if I'm lying, God knows, Tambuwa, your best friend, you have been in honeymoon with him politically over the years. For whatever reason that he felt your candidature may not be the best, for whatever reason. And then he switched at the venue of the convention to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and they defeated you. If people are honest, it's only people who are elders, who are reckless, that will see truth. They don't want to see it as the truth. What played out in Eagle Square was pure political contents. Was there any rigging? Everybody was there, right? Is it not in the right of those who made the alliance to make alliance? All you could have done was to make a counter alliance. Party did not hurt you. Party did not do anything. You contested. Oh, you are building your aspiration that, okay, Tambo will not win, but he will run to the end, and he will waste the vote of parts of Kano, Sokoto, and Kebbi and all that, thereby allowing you to win at it. But suddenly, he decided not to complete his race, and he switched his vote to the other man, and they were able to secure the decisive number and defeated you. That is politics. There was no manipulation. So why the venom, why the anger on this party? Then you people went into negotiation. I was not there. But I heard from all the two sides the offer for vice president. And which will bring us to the issue of, you once made us believe that this struggle was about South. So if they have made you that VP, so it wasn't about South, it was about you. So the South is you. Because Now, yes, for whatever reason, Atiku didn't announce him as vice president. He announced Okowa. Is Okowa a lesser human to be a vice presidential candidate? For whatever reason, it was about service and the South. Since you are willing to be a VP, but it wasn't given to, it was given to Okowa, your brother, you support him. You support him 100%. So people can go. Today, we in the Southeast South, we don't have VP, we don't have president. Courtesy of you. Everything was thrown to the ground. So character, measuring character is also important, because now we begin to realize from the beginning, you brought shade. Because when people say he contributed so much, no, he didn't contribute more than some of us. We all contributed. Everybody contributed. Because the question I will ask you, what did you actually save us from? You saved us from the fire you put. So when a man puts fire in his bedroom and he gets extinguisher to take it out, we hail him as a great man. You brought Sheriff single-handedly. Some of us had reservation about it because of his past in AMPP. Who started quarrel with Sheriff when they were shooting canisters in Port Harcourt at the convention? You. It ended in commotion, remember? We all went to court. Part of that court I went. I was the one that secured it. I went to court. I secured the injunction, the court judgment that nullified Sheriff chairmanship and quest to hold on to power. I have stake. I know this journey very well. So you led us into that crisis. Then at the end of the day, party was polarized. Crisis everywhere. We managed to survive that era. We brought the caretaker then that navigated us to the convention. Who insisted on the zoning coming to our side? Who insisted on secondus? Yes, on Wike. He did. Nobody could make any input. He brought secondus. And secondus was the chairman. He had the stories of, if people can come, Rivers will be supporting the party, and Rivers is not enough to be a chairman, then Rivers will fight. Even the venue of the convention issue that must be in Port Harcourt, he blackmailed everybody into accepting that if he can't hold in Port Harcourt, he can't hold anywhere. He gave you secondus. Now, who started war with secondus? Yes, on Wike. It's not our war. It was his war. Where did they get the court order to throw secondus out? From one village court, somewhere in that Port Harcourt. The party respected that. You threw him out. Who went to go and bring Ugochinyere? Him. He brought Ugochinyere. He was so happy. He crowned him with other people like Ikpeazu and Ugochinyere and Ottoman and all those people. Maybe somebody think that you coming from many years of being in political sabbatical, will cling to them and dash them to ticket. We didn't even know they wanted to be president, because I asked him. He said, never said he wanted to be president. He wants to be the party.